And there you go. There's Nick's song. He was too busy this week. He said, fuck the listeners. I just don't fucking care.
Jack, do you have names for the patrons at the end of the show?
I do.
Really? I believe it when I see it.
What are their names? I'm not renaming them. That's the name they were given. They're stuck with it.
I'm just saying, like Matt was always prepared to give us
funny. I call a flag on the play. He wasn't prepared for shit.
Oh, poor Matt.
I love Matt, but man, he really did mail it in those last few months of those names.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to even try. I did. I was wondering last week because Joanne with the Plan works for NASA. Does she like
For All Mankind?
For All Mankind. I don't think I've ever asked her. I don't know.
Yeah, I was watching a very short clip of what is her name? So the redhead that runs NASA on the show, and she was talking about
Traitor.
She was.
I'm sorry, spoiler.
Not yet, but yeah.
Oh my God!
So like 5 minutes in, and you guys can just busted my chops still on this fucking show? Jeez.
What the fuck,
man? Wait, whoa. Us guys.
You guys.
I wasn't busting chops. I was actually saying Maps prepared. It's the other two assholes.
Whoa.
No, I'll say it to your face. I said you were fucking mailed it in with the names in the last 2 months.
Fair. That's fair.
I was just trying to defend myself. I had, and then that's when Chris said, "Fuck Matt."
All right. Well, I missed you guys, Nick. I can't decide between an internet joke or a Southern joke. Boom, roasted. I got nothing else for the rest of you guys.
It's been good so far.
Knock on wood. I didn't hear a song to start this show either. I mean,
I was pissed about. That's what got you involved with the whole.
Oh,
thing.
okay. I was gonna see how long I could just watch without getting involved in this tonight's show, and I just
I couldn't resist.
Oh, nice, and look, Chris. What it's like. I'm back, and we get to talk Legos all of a sudden.
Yay!
Jack's like, fuck, I let Matt in and he Shanghai the whole goddamn show with Legos. That's cool, Chris. Apparently that's the only I think Fallen Order Lego set they've made. Mm-hmm. So
is this Geek Dad's life?
I was watching a brick thing about it today, actually. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
What thing?
A brick, one of those brick things.
Lego.
On your Instagram feeds where they're trying to sell you shit and stuff.
Commercial.
I bet more will get released.
There it is.
We'll get some more stuff.
Roasted. Boom.
Son of a bitch. So I bet we get more Lego sets with Fallen Order, especially now that the second game's coming out, and that seems to be gaining traction with a lot more people discovering that game.
Wait, hold on a second. Can I say something? It's bad enough the listeners have to listen to Lego talk once, but now they got to listen to it twice with Nick.
Yeah,
it's the same.
It's the same show. They're like, oh, this is why we didn't care if that was going or not. It's like,
so what's interesting though is that look at the Lego backdrop over there.
Oh yeah, you got a little city going on. Yeah.
This is
is that a painting there? Is that a paint or is that just
that's the maps?
You got City Square, the police.
Oh, okay.
The diner.
Mm-hmm,
you got the
over here is the French.
The French
Parisian restaurant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you got the gas station / veterinarian's office.
Behind the diner is where the Friends set is at. And did you guys see that they're releasing an Office one?
Yes,
I did. Yeah,
that's what she said.
I can't wait. So excited.
The thing that drives me nuts about even though I get them and I love them, the Friends set, the Seinfeld set, all those, they're just half because they're sets, and so I always have to wait for the MOCs to come out that will complete it, so it makes it an entire building, and I'm like, okay, and then I have to buy more bricks to complete it, and that's what they'll do with the Office too. Like someone will take that one floor and then make it like a building.
The warehouse is kind of
like a warehouse.
Sometimes I think I've just wandered into a different world, but go ahead. Why am
Well, I'm in a different spot in my basement. So
You
the
look
other
you look clear. Actually, you look a little younger.
I look younger as the lighting over here is softer.
Definitely look
on
tanner.
my.
That's for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I was out in the
that's
sun
it.
today, so
Okay.
no, where I usually podcasted from is well, that's kind of my art desk now, and so I'm just kind of taking that over with that and not letting podcast interfere with that because that's my creative center. That's my zone. So I've got like a nice
So
little.
you're not creative when you podcast.
Yeah, this isn't a creative outlet for you.
No, it's just.
I'm sorry. Are we keeping you from more important creative
I'm
things?
sorry, Matt. If maybe you would have put some effort into it, it would have been creative.
Been back 5 minutes. He's already getting shit on. 5 fucking.
Why did I miss this? Why did I miss? No, I missed talking
those
to you
onion
guys.
rings
Really.
are butter. Those curlies.
Oh yeah, I love curly fries, man.
Oh, those look
I'm not a fan. I'd rather have the normal
Those look
ones.
good.
If God
Seasoned
wanted
curly.
French fries in circles, he would have made the potato up.
Oh,
Sphere.
I would choose curly
Exactly.
fries any day of the week over any other kind of fry.
I mean, yeah,
Over steak,
Yeah,
steak fries.
Over
steak fries are over fucking rated.
Yeah, and it depends on who's cooking them.
Well, not if they're cooked right. If they're cooked right,
if they're crispy, they're good. But a lot of times they're like just still raw.
well, that's how they
Yeah.
cook French
This
fries.
sounds like a. Now I know you guys had a versus recently, Jay and Jack, old school.
Jack did, yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
about
wow.
chips.
Fucking-
Versus.
I got ripped
fries.
off on that one. That was the votes were stacked against me.
Oh,
I
I
lost.
haven't been on the FB to check.
That's
them.
not. It was live. It was on.
Oh, it
during
was
the-
live. Okay, it was
during the
against
thing.
you. I
Have
remember that
any-
it kept going. What?
Have you guys dabbled in jumping off Facebook yet?
I did.
How does it
And
feel?
my
man?
wife jumped on it recently. I told you guys in the chat.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I'm not on it that much either. Like I really just on it just for the podcast. That's really about it.
I'm on. I wish people happy birthday, which Chris loves. And then I'll be honest with you. The last 3 or 4 days, I've been posting pictures of the latest grandchild.
Yeah,
He's been spending time in the NICU, so we go down there, we visit him, and you got to wash your hands and all that stuff. It's kind of
oh
crazy.
my gosh, what a.
Why did you beat up your grandchild? Though? I saw
You
he was all like red and bruised. And
I held him
bloody
I held him for the first time today, and I said, "Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. I took care of your brother. I took care of your cousins. I run a tight ship, so don't fuck with me."
Uh-huh.
And the nurse was just looking at me like I was this cruel. I'll be honest with you. I'll be 100% honest because I'm sure Cindy will tell it anyway. When I first got there on Monday and saw all the things hooked to him, I was tearing up. I was crying. And Cindy goes, "What are you crying about?" She goes, "I'm not heartless. I have a heart." So I didn't even want to go down there because I didn't want to see him like that. But he's breathing on his own now and everything's good. I guess he was breathing on his own before, but they were giving him oxygen and they had a lot of fluid in his lungs. He was born 3 weeks early. So,
Yeah,
but I guess he'll come home Friday or Saturday.
yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he's a good looking kid. I mean, I don't want to say it, but he looks just like me, but he's a good looking kid. He's got the butt chin.
All newborns look like fucking aliens.
Yeah,
Old men. Old men.
Oh, old men.
Well, that's what. There you go.
So there he goes. That's why it looks like Jack. It looks just like an old man.
Yes.
bald and grumpy.
And I did wish Warm Tappy a happy birthday the other day. He turned 60. Fucking
Jesus Christ.
old fart, man. Jesus.
You need to stop having birthdays, Jack. When does that happen? Like,
you know what?
Did
When
you
you
just ask him to die?
I'm
I'm pretty sure you just threatened Jack. 10 minutes into your return to the show,
I'm not returning for good, guys.
I
I just was.
anymore.
I'll see you guys later. Take care.
let's kill the producer. I want my job back.
When are you gonna fucking die, Jack?
Hey, Matt. This
That's
isn't
what
like
I
the
said.
this
Check
isn't
the
like
tape.
this isn't like the throne that you have to wait for me to die for you to come back and be producer. No,
No,
I'll
no.
simply step aside.
It's just,
I'll just say,
well,
you know what? I give up my crown.
I did want to say is really, I went on to the RCAD YouTube, Ramblecast After Dark, and I'm like, what he did away with my fucking number system. We had a fucking number system going. And it's just now it's all out
you did
shit
that-
in the wind now.
You did that intentionally?
Yeah,
Is that why Colleen says you got to put a number on it?
I put a number
I
in.
go,
at
what the hell is she talking about?
If you like it, then you got to put a number on it, Jack.
If you like it, put a number on it. Except if it's including weight.
I did get us to 100 subscribers, so as producer,
it's like it happened under your watch. So
I'm like any president or political leader. When things are going bad, I have nothing to do with it. Things are going good. It was me.
Yeah,
I did it.
You faked those subscribers too, man. That's what I learned on my time off.
Maybe
they're all bots.
Yeah.
I can show you later. You just look at the past ones, and see what number we're on. I think this is number 170, 180. Are we at 180?
It's probably like 180.
Yeah. It's getting up there. You're getting close to your 200th. You need to start thinking about that, Jack. Before.
Yeah, Jack. What do you want to do for 200?
Cake for everyone, I guess.
I think everybody wants you to bring warm taffy back. I think I speak for a subset of fans. Another subset wants, somebody new to replace. Like we got to, find a replacement for me. So I can just.
Are you telling everybody you're never coming back? Are you gonna be like
no?
I can't be like Frank Sinatra on Tonight Show, just come walking on whenever you feel like it.
Hope. This is Bob Hope. No, I can't quit you.
Oh,
guys.
Bob Hope was always.
I can't quit you. Like I was just like what's up with those guys? What are they doing? What are those lives like? How we're So then I'm just tuning in to listen to this fucking thing. So it's like, why shouldn't I just talk as opposed to?
At first, I was like, "Who the fuck's getting on?" Did I send the wrong link out?
Randy, did Meowsers beat up Baxter? I assume that you refer to my Instagram picture about Baxter in a collar. No, he just had a little kind of growth kind of on his side, and we were getting some dental cleaning on my dog. And so while he was under, I was just like, let's go ahead and remove that thing because I don't want it to get worse. It's kind of like a fatty tissue kind of thing, but it was. The doctor said, or the vet said, well, it's separated, so it shouldn't be bad. It's not taking root to him. So I was like, and he's such a good dog. I mean, if he was a bad dog, I would just be like, whatever. Like,
let him die. Let him die with Jack.
Jack, you need a dog.
And that's not a loss reference.
Well, he doesn't want you to die alone, Jack.
Well, if you live together, you don't want to die alone. Am I right? You got Sherry says, yes, the 200th show would be great to have Warm Taffy back. And John, the retired UPS guy, says, Warm Taffy back. No! I just got my eardrums replaced. Because he had that laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'll offer him some Mentos and see what happens.
That would just be an off the rails conversation. I could just see it happening.
I guess he's let his hair grow. That's what he told me. I said, well, anything to cover those ears, I would have done it a long time ago. But that's just me.
Jay comes on here. He's like, what do you guys do on here? He just like shits on the whole show. And I was like, this is what it's been. You left us to the weeds.
He goes, done with podcasting. I just want my own show now.
He goes, you don't plan anything. I go, yeah, you were on the show. What the fuck?
Ramblecast, yeah.
Because someone was asking me that recently. He goes, so what do you guys prepare? How long does it take you to prepare for the show? I go, well, now that Matt's gone, it went from a minute to like 5 minutes. Well, now I got to do the prep work, so it's like 7 minutes of total time. I got to get prepared for the show.
And you got to look up that episode number, and then you got to share it to Facebook and the Instagrams. Oh, wait, you don't do that.
It's on Facebook.
Okay.
I need the Twitter. I keep forgetting to ask you. I think you gave it to me, but I need the Twitter password and username because I can't. Not now, but
okay. I won't give it to you.
Yeah, wait, because the 3 listeners would be all over it spamming us.
Yeah, it's Southern Nick.
Southern Nick.
I don't think I finished the last episode. Well, maybe I did because it was about Nick's adventures in Disneyland.
Neither did us.
You're like, we fell
We
asleep.
just faded out.
Randy
says he can give you the password if you need it.
Randy
Randy.
has the password. Thanks for that. So
I just remember the Odin Brews password. That's the only one I ever remember.
right, I remember that one.
But Randy,
too.
the password is not dad jokes.
You're not far off.
It's good. It's either fuck Spanos or good call, ref.
Or that was a strike.
That was yeah.
Last night, Jesus Christ, Padres are playing this umpire. Now he was bad for both teams. He was terrible for both teams. But in the ninth inning, we got Josh Hader. Might have heard the Padres made some moves. Might have read it. Saw they got one of the best players in baseball.
Didn't read anything about that.
Really low. So they got Josh Hader as reliever. I'm sorry, it was Maury Home in the 8th inning. He throws a strike 3. Everyone's cheering. The fans are cheering. Everyone's watching. The guy, McMahon, the batter for Colorado, is walking back to the dugout. Umpire goes, ball. And you're like going, Jesus, that was almost right down the middle. And he goes, ball. And our coach, our manager goes, do your fucking job. You got to read his lips saying it. It was quite amazing. On a special day where the Padres got Juan Soto, Josh Bell, Josh Hader, and a boatload of other players. So anyway, Tatis comes back soon. It should be some fun times going on at Petco Park. But anyway, the umpire was just drunk.
What's the playoff picture like, Jack? Because I want to hear more about baseball.
No chance. There's no chance they win the division. They're 12
I'm
games.
kidding because
I know, but
I don't.
fucking. You open the can of worms.
I'm curious.
Going.
I'm curious because I know that it's coming up, right? You know, playoffs.
Yes.
You want to talk about
Well,
playoffs?
we've got about 60 games left. I don't think Boston's making it. You guys did take Eric Hosmer from us.
Yeah,
you're gonna love watching him at first base. It's an adventure.
We got him for a bag of balls, so it's an upgrade at first base for us.
He's horrible defensively. Now he might hit. Trust me. He won a Gold Glove a few years ago, but he is horrible defense. He's getting. I think my theory is he's getting old. Well, he is getting old. He doesn't exercise and work out. I mean, as we get older, what do we have to do?
Yeah,
I've heard you have to exercise and get yourself in shape, but he doesn't do that, and you can tell he was never athletic before, and he's slowly breaking down. I mean, I think he'll hit well in Boston because, you know, the Green Monster and everything else is short outfield wall. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, go ahead, Matt. You were saying?
I was saying that I was in the middle of an Office rewatch, and I came across the episode where there's Cherokee Jack, and I thought of you. I was like, this is the perfect Halloween outfit for you. He's a hockey player. It's Creed. You're at the perfect age where you could pull off a Creed Cherokee. Or, hear me out, San Diego Comic-Con. What an elusive reference. Everybody would be like, who are you? And you're like, I'm Cherokee Jack, and I got my house.
So they'll be like me half the time when I'm down there going, what are they supposed to be?
Who the hell is it? Why are they dressed up like this?
That is a great episode.
Yeah. What is
Threat
it?
Level Midnight.
Threat Level Midnight.
Threat Level,
Michael
yeah.
Scarn.
Yeah, that's an excellent one. Where he blows up. Was it Toby?
Toby's head blows up so many times. So good. I'm in season 8, the bad season, the Robert California season. So
okay. It's not terrible.
It's not. It has its moments, but my favorite episodes are the ones where he's not in it. Like Pool Party, I hate that one. It's all Robert California.
You don't like Pool Party?
I don't like Pool Party. It's creepy and it's just like skeezy.
Definitely
There's nothing. It doesn't, other than moving the storyline with Aaron and Andy, which I get so frustrated with by season 9. But it does little story wise. I like the next episode after that. I think I'm close to that. I'm getting into I just watched the Bed Bugs episode, which is a classic. Either you love it or you hate it. But Kathy makes her move on Jim.
Oh yeah. Those are great episodes though.
Yeah, they're great. I love I love
The pyramid.
the pyramid and Jim. He has to fill in for Ryan. It's so good, so good. So no, there are some good storylines and there's some good stuff that happens.
But I think we talked about this before. Ryan's character changed completely.
He does. Right? He does. There's I think iterations of him, but like because he's different in later seasons, I think than he.
Yes, first season he's compassionate. You know, he's got a heart pretty much. But then as it goes on, he just becomes an asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm not, Nick, I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
I would, oh, we lost. Oh, are you okay, Boston?
I clicked the wrong button.
Oh, okay.
I meant to unmute myself, but I unpictured myself.
He was saying, fuck The Office. I don't like it.
No, I would never say that.
Do you know anybody that doesn't like The Office?
I've not met one person that didn't like The Office.
My brother-in-law hates The Office. He just thinks it's overrated and not funny.
Well, he probably doesn't.
I said that's what you said.
Don't like Michael Scott. Like if you don't like Michael Scott.
The first season, yeah, they had to tone him down.
Yeah,
because the first season, it's cringeworthy.
Yeah, first season. Yeah.
In the first season, he's rude and not PC because he wants to be. Later on, he's that way because he doesn't know better.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Because
there's an episode where he goes, yeah, I knew that was wrong the minute I started saying it before he even said it. That was the one where Phyllis sees the guy flashes her.
Oh, yeah.
And he says something like that. He goes, I knew it.
There's interesting, like, you know, I've watched this so many times, but there's interesting, like, reoccurrences or echoes of the previous season. I guess Star Wars would call it rhyming, or Lucas would call it rhyming things. But there's the whole farting. Well, just like the fact that they bring certain like gags back. Like there's the episode where Michael is meeting with Ryan, and he wants to like basically reject a phone call from a client because he wanted to show how important his time with Ryan was. And there's a whole gag with that repeats later when Andy, and it's one of my favorite cold opens where Andy tells Aaron, I'm with a client. I want you to come in and tell me that there's a phone call and I'm not going to take it. But that one hits better because, and I don't know, it's just something about it's your mother. She died.
She died.
And he just keeps trying to come back from it.
No, take the call. Take the call.
And Aaron just keeps making it worse, you know. So that's
see, Aaron, I think kind of saves the show.
She is a breath of fresh air for sure, and it's the relationship that she has with Michael is an interesting like flip from Pam, because Pam's the mother to Michael, whereas she's looking to Michael to be a parent, and it's a perfect transition for his character, really, when you think about it, like so.
Yeah, I agree, and I do like when Idris Elba is on. I when he's on, and then also when
he's that whole section when he's on is when they do the Michael Scott Paper Company, which is
exactly.
It's one of my top 3 like stories in the whole thing. I just love that whole.
But how he doesn't like Jim, but he likes Dwight. And he goes, Dwight's your go-to guy?
Yeah. And how they get their jobs back. It's just a fun. I like that whole storyline. So and
of course, what's his name? Raylan Givens. One with the
Marshal.
What's his name? What's the Deadwood?
Timothy
Come on,
Oliphant.
people. Timothy Oliphant. I like when he's on because he's like, it's not fair. He's like a model.
And Meredith, they try to get Meredith to like be the Sting, and it's like you sent the wrong woman in for him.
Exactly.
It's so fun to watch that crash. But personally, there's something about Michael Scott saying, I'll just come. I've got so many names, and I'm just going to come up with another paper company. And
I'll just keep doing it and doing it.
There's been moments where I've identified with just about every character in The Office. Like I've been that person in The Office
because you ran a paper company.
I did, ironically.
You killed dolphins, but you ran a paper company.
I killed a dolphin store. So
It's no longer there. Is that what you're
it's
saying?
no longer there. So Dolphin Papers is closed.
Okay.
So yeah, there's that. And I don't know if I really have anything else to say about that. So
Yeah, well, that's a good update, though.
Yeah.
thanks. I've been enjoying a vacation. I've been kind of enjoying what's left of my kids went back to school today.
What?
So yeah, our kids go like they end at the like almost the week before Memorial Day, and then they go back the beginning of August. So they
terrible.
get June, July off. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So all of June and July are off.
Well,
but,
I've been saying all summer. I said they do it wrong out here. Kids should be out of school in the fall here or spring because it's too damn hot.
Right.
In the summer to do anything, you can't go outside. I mean, well, not the kids would go outside.
Yeah, but you also don't want to have your kids sitting in school and it's 170 degrees out.
There's air conditioning.
No, there's not. I mean, your school might have air conditioning, but that's a huge problem up here. Is that not all schools have it, and the ones that do, it's not. They're not great.
Well, in San Diego, we had it in most of the classes, but in the bungalows, the mobile, whatever they call them, we call them bungalows. There was no air conditioning in those, and they're funny. They put them out in the direct sunlight, no covers.
Yeah, I mean, I remember growing up as a kid. Our school did not have AC, and it was like hot as fuck when it came to like the end of the school year, and that was like everyone's just itching to get out, and finally get out of school. But we don't go back to school. When I was a kid, we didn't go back to school until the second week of September.
Yeah, Matt, you had like a giant palm leaf for your teachers. Is that what you did?
Yes, I did. That's what we had for AC. Yeah, they actually like just invented electricity, so they spun it around.
Nice.
Before that, you have to hike up to the mountain and get the block of ice and carry it.
By the time you got down, it's just warm water.
I was going to say to the point about schools, and some kids don't have AC at home, so like being in school, at least here, in some of the hottest months that we have, then at least they're like having summer leave. But if they were in school all summer long, you'd have so many parents that would just be pulling kids out to go on vacations, and you'd have kids just like missing all the time. So.
This is America. What's a vacation? What?
Right.
Stressing. Well, if it's vacation, like we took as kids, 4 kids,
That's just
a
parents.
dog, 2 parents, a small car until we got a van. Small car going from San Diego to Pennsylvania. Not stopping. I think stopping once we would stop in New Mexico, I think, and then again maybe if we were lucky we'd stop. There's one time my dad goes, we were gonna stop in Missouri or something like that. He goes, well, how much? He goes, you want to stop or keep going? We go, well, how long is it? He goes, probably about 6 hours. I go,
he just fucking lied to you the entire time.
yeah, he fucking lied to you. Push through, let's go. And you look at the clock like, wait a minute. It's like been 10 hours and we're not even in Ohio yet. The fuck, Dad? That was our trip. So much fun. And then going to
that sounds like a personal fucking hell.
And
like
going to Pennsylvania in the summertime, and you get there and you go, oh my God, there's no AC here. I'm literally sticking to those sheets.
And how
again?
long
Remember, maybe a week. Because my dad wouldn't take. He owned his own business, so he wouldn't take a lot of time off. So he'd race us out there, and that's why we never stopped. Him and my mom would just go back, driving back and forth. I think the first time we took a station wagon, and the back window was open. I think I'm sitting in the back, and I started throwing newspapers out the window. I was 6. I don't think my dad was ever more mad at me than that. Because people are honking the horn at him because he's like, going, what the hell am I doing? Here's this idiot son in the back throwing papers in the wind. The second time, though, we took a Gran Torino, Starsky and Hutch. With 4 kids, a dog, and 2 adults. Yeah, that was fun. No computers, no iPads, no.
Did you play that car bingo? Did you ever play car bingo?
we played the alphabet game, you know, where you have to find a letter, and somehow my one sister always was able to find a Q right away. You know, Q, it's like liquor store or nothing else. But she was able on the freeway to, oh, it was on a license plate back there. I go,
Sure
what
was.
license plate? Quebec.
yeah, cheater. But anyway, so that's what we did for 3,000 miles. So it's like, oh God. And then once you get there, you're only thinking about one thing: coming back.
Sex.
So next time you're bitching about flying and all the problems you have to go flying, go back and live my life.
Wait, I just listened to you guys bitch about flying last week.
Did we?
Nick and I did, yeah.
Yeah, me and Jeff did.
But then I remember now I remember traveling by car,
you know, like you
and
guys.
that's worse.
I just could never imagine driving that far with
Well, I've
family.
done it several times.
And a
Not
dog.
with family, but yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
You know what's not fun? Taking a commercial break.
Nice.
I thought I thought it was been like an hour. Nice job, Matt. And that was the best commercial ever.
Yeah, speaking of like vacations and all that, I don't think, as a fellow geek, I don't think I've ever been more disappointed in Cliff. As in, like, because we usually get references.
Hold on.
No, there's other ways to be disappointed in Cliff, but as in a geek.
Oh, okay, all right.
Thank you for the
So,
clarification.
you know, we all go to Disneyland, right? And we're waiting in line, and, you know, we're all getting frustrated from being hot in the sun and all that. And I look at him and I go, so where did when I said, kids, where do you want to go for a vacation this year? What do you think they said?
Wally World.
And exactly. And Cliff just looks at me like I'm a deer in headlights. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like,
Oh, come on, Cliff.
Wally World, Cliff. Wally World. We're at fucking Wally World right now. And he just like, what are you talking about? I was like, you don't understand Wally World?
So he's never seen it?
I think he's seen it. He just doesn't have it memorized like 90% of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out of my fucking mind.
You have any hot dogs there at Disneyland?
Well, I did buy him a hot dog on the convention floor at Comic-Con.
No, God damn it! Don't fucking empower him. Nobody should ever buy him a fucking hot dog.
That's why. Yeah, exactly.
the rest
That's why
of
he's
his
who he
days.
is.
He's never gonna learn.
We should be anti hot dog with him. Like he should never have any hot dog given to him. Like
you have to eat a hot dog in front of him.
He's got to bring his own fucking hot dog. He's not getting one off the grill. Like he shouldn't get shit for hot dogs.
He gets that hot dog from Seinfeld
and you can't enable him, Nick, by providing him.
I haven't. You should just text him
rewarding
pictures
terrible
of
behavior.
hot dogs.
Actually, he bought my dinner, I think, the night before.
Don't believe it.
And so I felt like I owed him a meal, so I got him his favorite.
He had a coupon, dude.
Yeah, probably.
It was a free meal. He knew somebody.
Yeah, he knew somebody. Oh God, like sometimes he does make me sick. Like he's not bragging, he just says it. But he was like, "Oh yeah, I ran to my friends with."
Great story.
You finally have an interesting story, and you fuck it up.
He just
no idea what you said.
He has no clue. He's just there. Like,
no, you froze. We have no idea what you said.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's all right.
Sorry.
Maybe you should let him go ahead and offer to pay for your internet, though. Maybe.
Yeah.
Again, just text him pictures of hot dogs.
Yeah,
it's kind of a weird wiener dick joke, but you know, it's just to mess with him. You know,
that was literally like the worst fucking like moment. Like you had to have been there when we're all in that fucking hotel room, starving, like so fucking hungry, and he goes and makes the pilgrimage to the 7-Eleven or wherever the fuck it was, which is, by the way, across the street. We can see it from the hotel.
You can taste the Slurpee.
And we're like, oh, yeah, fucking sweet. You're going. And he comes back with fucking nothing, man. Like, he ate everything on the way back. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Like, how is it, like, you broke protocol. Like, you can't be the guy that goes for the group and not bring stuff back.
And now he's never going to learn because someone's just tossing, you know, what's the saying? You can teach a man to
fish, and you can catch a fish
hook up
for him.
your bros with hot dogs.
Exactly, something like that.
You can pay a hooker, but you can't send her to school.
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
There you go.
Okay,
Now, Sherry wants to hear
Sherry,
your...
truly,
but,
I want to hear it too. I want to.
But how is Nick ever going to learn? If we let him finish, how is he going to learn? So just this enabling cycle.
Suspense. Like what could the story have been?
The mystery now.
You know, when Cliff, when you know this, you know, Cliff doesn't mean to do it on purpose, but sometimes he tells the truth.
And then we got $1 million. What?
I can't believe I'm still fucking genuinely upset about that night. Like I really am. Like that one cut deep, and it's never gonna go away. And
dude, it's a fucking hot dog. Let it go. Let it go.
Can't. It was like if you were to forget to give a hot dog to somebody, like that's the moment you don't do it. Was that particular moment?
You're this is why you're aging. You can't let things go.
With the gray hairs and the beard.
I'm trying to let everything go.
He's been my roommate at Comic-Con now for at least 7 or 8 years. And this year, we always make one trip to Ralph's. We always make one trip to Ralph's before it starts, get water and like room snacks and all that. And I bought strawberries and some raisins and he looks at me and goes, Nick, like, why are you buying all this fruit? And I'm like, because I'm not going to eat shit all week. I need to have fiber and stuff. I don't know how you poop, but I need to poop. He's just like, because all he eats is fried crap all day long, and I'm just
that'll
and it's starting to anyway.
That'll bind you up real good.
Oh yeah.
But that wasn't the story. That wasn't the story you were telling.
No, it's not.
Well, hold on. What were you about to say, Jack?
Fried food can be bad for you.
I knew what he was going to say. I'm not gonna.
I have no room to talk. I'm not saying anything. Not saying nothing. So, are you going to tell that story or not?
What was I saying? So
you said Cliff says things sometimes. He doesn't mean he's doing it, but he's not bragging. But he's just telling the truth. So and that's where you broke up.
Yeah, because he hangs out with us some of the time, and then he hangs. Yeah. And then he hangs out with people that were in his industry, from time to time. And so he comes back to the room and he's got like all these arm bracelets on. I'm like, where the fuck you been, Cliff? Because Cliff's not really a super social guy.
This is Comic-Con, right?
The Comic-Con, yeah. And he's like, he goes, my friends had these badges to get into the House of the Dragon, like private party. And I was like, that's cool. And he's like, get to hang out with the cast and all that. I'm like, you fucker, And then like he went to another party, but like to him, it's like instead of like us, we'd be like, oh, dude, I got to meet this actor. And we blah 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 blah. He's just like, oh yeah, I just kind of hung out like at the table in the back and just had like a drink and then left. And I was like, what the fuck, Cliff? Like,
he didn't have a water bottle to hit one over the head with.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a throwback.
That's a throwback.
That's a throwback.
What
was he called?
Oh yeah, that's
not
right.
Not the Wanderer,
the circuit
pickup artist, the hybrid. Yes.
Oh no, the hybrid. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The hybrid. Yeah. There's some sort. I go. I think I told him, Cliff, man, you're going about this wrong. Hitting someone in the head with a water bottle is just going to get you punched in the face. Anyway, Cliff's a good guy, except when it comes to bringing people hot dogs. He'd give you the shirt off his back.
And a water bottle to the head.
Yeah.
But
he's a bed hogger, too, on top of it.
That's what you told me, he was a bed hogger.
Just
another reason why I wouldn't want to share a bed with him. But.
Yeah, no.
Now, there's been some sections of the RCAD that I've just been like tuning out or skipping over because I didn't want to get spoiled on anything. But you guys have been talking about For All Mankind.
Yeah,
I was just about ready to bring that up. Final episode.
I've been catching up. So I just am starting season 3. So that's where I just finished season 2. I can take the head earbuds off. You guys can talk season 3 if you need to, but I'm really excited about it.
That's where it starts out. The Germans bomb Pearl Harbor.
Why the Germans?
What? No,
I'm on a roll.
Some of the highlights that I enjoy that the Beatles
That's what I was about to say too. Earlier.
Yeah, like I like the Beatles stuff. The use of Lennon songs. The use of songs are really powerful. Sometimes some of the like I've been drawing to it, so I don't always see some of the visuals, but like a lot of the dialogue comes through. So and that last episode was
you're drawing to it, or you're
well, I'll have a
while
show. I'll have a
listening to
show
the
that's going on in
and
the
then
background,
and you're
then
doing
I'm-
your work. Okay, got
and
it.
then
When
I'm
he's
doing
sitting
my
at his
work.
creative station,
Okay.
Am I? Are you fucking
way more.
Are you
creative.
fucking making fun of my creative station? Because
I know.
I
I
love
was saying. I'm just saying. Like you used to podcast from your creative station, but
I
then
did.
Now,
I used-
now it's not. We're not good enough.
Well, no,
we've
it's-
been demoted.
it's
Yeah.
more about the
creative
well, or
life
have you
ladder.
been promoted? You know, it's the Legos. You know, you got to look at the Lego back.
Your kids
backdrop.
did that work. You didn't do that work.
Is that a promotion? Why is that a
No,
promotion
I
for us?
I worked on building this subway station down here.
Oh, I didn't
so
see
I made
that.
this out of
Yeah.
cardboard,
Mhm.
so my son could have a subway track.
And it holds the
So-
weight.
It holds weight. Mm-hmm. Yep. So-
It must be nice cardboard.
Yeah.
Well, I have some struts in there and what have you. So and then I have I used to have another tier in the back to lift up like
Yeah.
some of the buildings.
But
'cause
you
I
ran
have
out of
a
cardboard.
special-
You ran out of dolphin.
No, not quite. But anyway, for all mankind,
Ding.
really enjoyed the season
show.
2 final episode.
good,
That
wasn't
really
it?
was like
Yeah.
yeah, I really liked how they pulled all of these different storylines together in a really meaningful way. I thought it was like really well done. So
What do you think of how the people are aging on the show?
Well, he really hasn't seen a significant age yet.
yeah, I mean, I saw a little bit of it because I
That's right.
probably-
You just started season 3.
I just started season
Okay.
3. I don't know if it was last night or today. So, but I've had it kind of going on, and so I did see some of the different ages. Maybe it was last night. But I usually have another show that I decompress to, or I just kind of like fall asleep to. But that's been my main show that I've been wanting to catch up on was For All Mankind, and hearing you guys talk about it. So
I'm so pissed that I'm caught up.
it's just tip of the hat or whatever to Apple TV for that show, because and the faith in Ronald D. Moore to like bring this like creation. I mean,
Yeah.
huge fan of him from Battlestar Galactica. So just to see him take this and create a universe, an alternate universe that is, I would say, more exciting than
That's where when I'm telling people about it, that's where I lose them. I said
What?
it's an alternate universe. It's us. It's everything, but things happen differently. That they're telling their own story. I go, and they go.
it's like a retelling of history.
What I would say,
or not
is
a
just-
retelling.
a lot of
what I
people
normally
think
do is
it's
what-
factual.
No, it's not. Just say like what
Yeah.
would have happened if the Russians would have beat us to the moon. That's all
Right.
you have to say.
Mhm.
And then it just goes off on its own thing. And then
I
that
love
or
that
if we-
they
or
named
if we
the
continue
character
with-
that name checks that. The character that name checks that, and she's talking about like, I think it's at the season final of 2, was that it's the daughter of the adopted daughter, and she's talking
yes.
about like, well, if this wouldn't have happened, or if this wouldn't have happened, and she says if the Russians hadn't made it to the moon, maybe I wouldn't be here, So I liked
Right.
that as just kind of like a real cool, like, oh yeah,
and,
like
and that's
we're
what mom
acknowledging.
said, and my son would have been here instead and been a lot better.
Well, that's what's neat a lot. That's what's neat a lot about the show
Or not.
is like what little things that they chose to include in their version of history, and not in
Mhm.
their like Matt was saying, like the Beatles get back together in this alternate
Yeah.
timeline. They're using an iPod Classic in the '90s
Yeah,
right now instead
Being
of
sped
so
up.
yeah, it's like certain things develop
Because
sooner. And
I
some
think we
things
talked
later.
about last because progress kept going forward,
Right.
and most of our technology comes from space technology.
Well, it was cool with
Right.
the Ronald Reagan like interface, like one-on-one Zoom call happening, like in the 80s. It's like, oh, that's cool.
and then
like the way-
I won't spoil everyone. Someone's president that was never president, and he wasn't a great driver. No spoiler intended.
Sure, okay,
There's a lot of neat little things they did though.
yeah. I mean, it's Watchmen's kind of like that in the fact that it's an alternate kind of like timeline in many ways. So
Based
or it
on
deals,
truth.
well, but it does it. Obviously, there's deviations with superheroes, and that never existed. And Watchmen does that, but Watchmen has a little bit of that alternate timeline or alternate future kind of thing with the different presidents or Robert Redford becoming president, and so anyway.
Well, to be fair, he was a natural at it.
Ooh, good one.
Oh, did Jack? You'd like it. Have you watched that 6-part documentary, "The Last Movie Stars" by Paul Newman?
No, what's that?
Yeah,
I
it's
never
it's
heard
on
of it.
HBO Max, I think. Was it?
Yeah,
Or was it
on HBO.
Is
Max,
it HBO?
Yeah.
It's called what? Paul Newman. It's a
It's
Paul
still
Newman.
called
The Last Stars?
The Last Movie Stars, I think.
Last Movie
is what
Stars.
it's called. And
Okay.
basically, what it is was it was supposed to be a documentary about him and his wife, and they
Joanne
apparently
Woodward, right?
Joanne Woodward. Yeah, apparently they recorded a lot of segments between like old actors that have died and their friends, and in some reason the audio got destroyed. But the what's his name? Matt, the star of Gattaca, Ethan Hawke. Ethan
sorry.
Hawke found all these transcripts, and so he got lots of other people to narrate all of these parts again, and they just reassembled what the documentary was going to be. And so it kind of follows Joanne Woodward's career as well as Paul Newman's and their relationship, goods and bads, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'll check. I'm a big Paul Newman fan. I'll check that out. I told you I met his brother, right?
I forgot if you did.
I met his brother. He used to skate in Palm Desert ice rink all the time.
What's his name?
I forget his name. He looked just
Clint.
like him. He was an actor, did some things. Clint. I just got it. No. He wasn't quite as, because Clint, Clint Howard you're talking about, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
He was on the show Gentle Ben, right? Remember Gentle Ben? He was a giant bear. Dennis Weaver was his dad. It was in Florida. And I always claim that we never heard about it, but I think the bear mauled Clint Howard. Is that being too mean?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway, I just
we're
said
not known for being nice on this show.
you guys have never heard of Gentle Ben.
No.
Gentle Bed?
Gentle Ben. It was a
Oh.
boy and his bear with Dennis Weaver. You know Dennis Weaver, right?
All right, I'm
there's a
just going to
lot
have
of
to
stuff.
Google this shit.
McCloud? You guys have never heard of McCloud?
I think I heard McCloud.
Steven
Wow.
Spielberg's first movie. Was
Wow.
what,
That was Maximum Overdrive.
no, his first it was a car chase. It was a gas truck.
It
Yeah.
was Duel.
Duel, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That was
Who knows
Dennis
shit
Weaver.
Now, motherfucker.
Dennis Weaver.
Okay, I'm looking at pictures of Gentle Ben from 1967,
See,
which I'm
Randy
supposed to
knows
fucking
Gentle
know.
Ben.
Well, yeah, of course Randy would
Because
know
you know
Gentle
what?
Ben.
You know why? Because they had a fan boat.
No.
I've always wanted to go on a fan boat. You know what a fan boat is?
It's what this show is.
It's a boat that's powered by a fan.
Yeah, this
Like
podcast.
a swamp boat.
Yeah, swamp boat.
Um,
Because they lived in the Florida Everglades, I think. I could be wrong. That area.
I clearly can't. I don't have the power to share. This fucking sucks. It's like being Clark Kent again and not Superman.
Well, how do I share it for you?
Um,
Hit share?
let me see here. There's this image of Gentle Ben,
Because you always
the
share
lunchbox
when
that
Chris- you always share
I
when-
really need to share with you. So
But Jack, there's a lot of stuff from the
Ooh,
60s and
there it is.
70s that kind of falls through the cracks and people don't remember. It's like my dad loved Judge Roy Bean a lot, which is another Paul Newman film. But I guarantee 90% of most Gen X and millennials have no idea what that movie is.
I don't know what I'm doing here. No, I agree, but still. Gentle Ben.
Gentle Ben. Here we go. This is I think this should do it. Maybe. Do you see it?
How Sherry wanted to remind you that she is younger than you, Jack.
Big deal, Sherry. No one cares. No one's keeping track. I don't care. Close it. Okay, share screen. All I got is.
I thought it share screen.
Oh, the other.
Okay.
How do I?
Thank you.
I don't know what I'm doing here, Matt.
The other good
Okay.
documentary you guys should check out, I'm sure Matt's watched it by now, on Disney Plus is Light and Magic. Oh, good God.
It's only $60 to fuck your favorite bear.
This is
Imagine
I don't know
walking
what
to
kind
school with that lunch pail.
fucked up show you guys have been watching, but man, that $60,
Hey,
man, that can be yours.
hold on.
But he's gentle. He's gentle
What?
with that bear.
I don't know if
Ben
I'll go
is
to
the
that
bear.
Please, mommy, don't make me do that to the bear again. Oh, this is the other side.
We're
Ooh,
making
can we
money on
look at that?
YouTube, kid. Just fuck the bear.
What? Yeah, like why does he keep messing with these fucking bears? So anyway,
They
well,
were best friends.
gentle Ben.
Oh boy.
Be gentle, Ben. Be
You know what's
gentle.
talking about
The boat for Jack.
Where's the fan boat? Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
The fan boat. That's the fan boat. Now I know what you're talking about.
You know what sucked about these thermoses?
That's basically like what Nick got around to school in, right?
Fan boat? Yeah.
That's how I got along on the farm. You know, it sucked about those thermoses. They were so cheap that if you dropped it, it would break. I used to get in trouble all the time because I would break my thermoses. I go, I wasn't throwing the lunchbox. Who told you that? Anyway.
The bear is on top of the thermos.
Yeah, that was Matt that brought this up, and I know why Matt.
I just did a quick Google search because
you
you were giving me shit
it's-
for not
it's-
knowing
and-
about
and-
this
and
child
there was a quick
molesting
Google-
animal
There was
bestiality.
something quick going on there with Ben too. Habada.
So
Yeah, okay. I've been watching. Oh, hold on a second. I've been watching a lot of Bill Burr lately. I just don't give a fuck anymore. I don't fucking care.
I also want to point out an observation that I have. So Jack has taken over the upper left-hand square. You know, he's taken over the producing.
I'm the Paul Lynn. I'm
I
center.
think this is
square.
why I had a coup last time.
And now Jack also is taking the helm of getting high before the show. he's been consuming lots of gummies prior to podcasting.
I one.
Must have just kicked in
No, but
because earlier
consistent
he was having
each week.
snap judgment recall there. I was like, whoa,
I can still recall. I mean,
took mine 3 hours.
well, we
ago.
went to California and we brought home some stuff to help us sleep and stuff like. And my back is just fucking killing me. I'm in so much pain. My wife goes, came back from seeing the baby, and I said, she goes, take one. We stopped at a barbecue place, which was outstanding. The outside, I was a little worried. I go, when was the last time they mowed their lawn? They had weeds like this. I said,
Yeah.
But we didn't judge a book by its cover. We went in anyway.
You brought some weeds back with you, though.
Oh yeah, no. But anyway, so I took one, and sometimes it affects me, and sometimes it doesn't. I got what you said, Matt, Nick. Anyway, so yeah, I maybe that's why I'm drinking water. I had alcohol. I was it's probably not too good.
Yeah, you don't want to mix.
I don't want the bee's knees and the effects of the thing.
Yeah, you don't.
Where I'm the butt of the joke for the last 30 minutes of the show.
So sometimes food will help, though. You know, like it will help. You know, or it can also prolong it, depending on where you take it. Like, are you taking it before, or are you taking it after you have food? So I'm just a little FYI.
Well, this was after I took food, so.
Oh, so it was after. So you ate and then you.
We ate and came home.
Okay, but
And
then
then
it just.
I just did a.
Chris is on mute, but he doesn't know it.
Damn it. That's why I like these guys. These are like the fast acting ones. So like I'll take a dose of these and I'm good to go in like 15 minutes.
Randy says Michael Jackson also had Ben.
That was the mouse, right?
The rats, I think.
Stop it. No.
Oh wait, no, that's another movie called Ben. It's like a horror movie.
I yelled hee hee in a la Michael Jackson and Siri just took over my computer.
Yes, Randy, it was a rat. But then there's also the horror movie that comes out later in the 70s, as propaganda against Michael Jackson. It's all in Atlanta. Have you guys started watching season 3 at all?
No.
It's like Twilight Zone.
I keep forgetting it's on.
It's good. That first episode though of season 3, you're just like jaw dropping at the end. You're like, holy fuck, what have I just watched? You know, because it totally does like a left. You know, you're like, where's the main character? Where's I liked season 3. What?
You said the main character's not in it.
He is. He's in it.
Okay, all right.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, and I don't know. It's like Jordan Peele level, like horror, like
really
stuff. Yeah, it's
next season of Atlanta starts.
Makes you think. So good stuff.
Matthew Tree says next season of Atlanta, no joke, starts next month.
What? That's nuts. Were they just sitting on season 3? Like,
well, it's been a while between season 2. I didn't know there. I thought maybe they just said, okay, we're done with it.
Yeah,
because it was at least 2 or 3 years between seasons.
Well, the storyline, and I don't want to give anything away. So, but there is a storyline of season 3, but there are these other moments that are kind of also happening at the same time that you're just kind of like, or other episodes. And I think Jack earlier on the episode, you had mentioned something like Barry, and it is kind of like Barry in the fact that it'll take you in a different direction, or you'll focus in on another character, and it doesn't hold back. It makes you. So anyway, worth the watch. Need maybe before bed you watch another show that's like a cartoon or lighthearted, because that shit like makes you're like, holy fuck. Okay, now I can't sleep.
So
Nick, you were going to say
it's gotten dark. It's always been, I guess, a dark side, but
it just has this deeper, darker element to it, and I liked it. I liked that they didn't hold back, that they went in different places. So
Matt Tree says the gap between 2 and 3 was over 4 years.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah. So don't call it a comeback.
I started to say while you guys were looking at Gentle Ben, that if you guys haven't watched it yet, on Disney Plus, you have the Light and Magic, which is a 6-part series about industrial light and magic. It's very good.
Oh yeah. I had seen that had dropped. And
the first 2 episodes, if you saw the old documentary, it kind of covers the same ground. But then once you get into episode 3, which is excellent, you get into a lot of the stop motion and like how they went from like the original Star Wars and like very little to like Empire is just like on steroids of like all the matte paintings, and then you get more into the digital as it goes on. It's a really good series if you like how movies are made and all that.
Yeah,
and that's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Yeah, just called Light and Magic. And then what else did I? Oh, and then it took me a while to finish it. It came out back in February or March on Amazon. What is it called? Night Sky with J.K. Simmons and Sissy Spacek. Yeah. It's kind of one of the slowest build season 1s I've watched in a long time, but it does get good.
It looks pretty good.
And then you're kind of like, oh shit! Like I now want to know more.
What's that one called?
Night Sky.
Night Sky.
And what's the show with fucking Thanos in it?
Spanos.
Oh yeah,
Thanos.
Jack, you and I watched
Jason Brolin.
Outer Range.
Oh, Outer Range. Outer Range is excellent. I was telling people at Comic-Con that I said it's Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin. Thanks.
Yeah.
James Brolin is his dad.
Josh Grogan?
Yeah, Josh Grogan is his dad.
I'm almost done with season 2 of Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Arthur.
I fucking love Arthur.
Yeah.
I do. He's a great character. Dude, Sam Neill's character in that show. Fuck.
He brought it, didn't he? Yeah.
Dickbag. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of famous dick bags here to see later on.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to look at any hint of.
Oh, I didn't know that, Chris. I'm sorry. Chris Dorian says that Night Sky got canceled, which I did not know that.
Oh,
well, that sucks.
I'm digging Peaky Blinders, man. I heard
great.
There actually there's gonna come like a movie potentially as well.
Yeah, it ends to where if you wanted to, you could have a movie, or you're perfectly fine with it ending the way it does. Like it's.
I think they should just leave it alone.
Dude, I've never seen people smoke more
Oh yeah,
and drink more.
that's
than on
that's why
this show.
that's why I said it. They don't have to worry about being shot. They'll be dead by the time they're 30.
Seriously, I mean the amount of cigarettes that they smoked and whiskey they drank. It's
Yeah.
just
I wonder if
mind-blowing.
that could come in
And whiskey's
later in
just
later
Rcad.
seasons.
Hey, by the way, Chris, how are you doing about not smoking? I mean, it seems like it's been a while.
Been almost a year.
Yeah,
Has it been almost a
that's-
year?
Well, no, I'm like 9 months in.
Oh,
So yeah, almost a year.
Yeah, you're on the.
you've had a lot of sunflower
I'm
seeds.
just.
More than
I
that.
know.
Oh, yeah, I
Watching Mad Men,
I-
being an ex-smoker, could be like fuck. I just want to have a cigarette. So nice.
I was by the bundle. There you go.
A case of sunflower
Do you
seeds.
just I know that you stick to the basics, or do you branch out?
Chipotle,
Original. Yeah.
Just the original. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the original.
sriracha.
Yeah.
You know,
I like
who-
barbecue from time to
These
time.
are all my empty bags.
Frito Lay used to make the best
My
sunflower
phone.
seeds.
Oh, really?
When I was a kid, they were better than David's and Son.
Really?
Yeah, and then over time, I still like them, but over time, they've just been
Well, they couldn't use horse oil.
The
anymore.
Frito-Lay, the ones that come in the green tube, right?
it's a green
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah. Sleeve. Yeah.
Those are good. I remember those.
Yeah, but I've tried them recently. They're just not as good as they used to be. Then I start thinking, I go, a pack of sunflower seeds is pretty cheap, right? I mean, well, it used to be before inflation or whatever's happening.
Those little
now.
sleeves were 99 cents.
Yeah. But I always sit there and wonder, I go, all right, one sunflower seed only gives you so many seeds, right?
Right.
One plant. How do they get all these fucking seeds? Because each bag has at least, you would think, probably about 3 or 4 sunflower seed plants in them.
Have you never driven through South and North Dakota? Oh my God.
I've never been there. No.
That's
Oh.
all it is.
Oh,
All
really?
those sunflower seeds. Yeah. It's just tons and tons of fields of
All
sunflower.
right, now I understand. How do they keep the birds out of them?
I don't know.
Because that's a pain. I mean, they need their sun, right? You're trying to.
Scarecrows, Jack.
Huh? Scarecrows.
Lots of scarecrows.
Did you
Lots
not
of
see
scarecrows.
Children? Did you not see Children of the Corn?
I
Kinda
did.
same.
I wonder if they have nets,
once.
like big giant net.
Well, that would be
doesn't make sense.
that would be inhumane to the birds that get stuck in.
Yeah.
The dumb ones.
Well, most birds are pretty dumb, though.
I was gonna send you a Bill Bird one today, and I went. No,
I
I'm
was.
just-
I
I'm just
I
leave
don't
this one
really think
alone.
birds are dumb.
So
I mean,
Bill. Speaking of Bill Burr's new special on Netflix
On my
is-
list.
Oh, it's
Pretty
already
good.
out.
It's pretty fucking good.
Netflix.
I think it's on Netflix. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Ugh.
it was Bill Burr at Red Rocks. Actually.
At Red Rocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you told him about him, Chris. He is funny. Funny.
He
funny,
makes.
funny.
Yeah. If
He
you guys
said
have
Chris.
watched that.
Guys, you heard that, right? He said Chris. He gave me credit.
I have
Yeah,
to because
he
I'm the
fucking
fucking
gave me credit.
producer. I have to be
He
nice.
fucking gave me credit. That was
I
awesome.
know. I think he's just trying to get you on his side, though.
You're welcome.
Jack, you're welcome.
We could
I'm
do
pretty.
that,
I'm pretty sure that Matt and I are the ones that brought Bill Burr up, though, because
Have you watched his Philly implosion or
Yes.
explosion?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my god.
I think he sent it to us a while back. Yeah.
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
he just goes off.
Oh my god, it was just so good.
yeah. He's a fucking great comedian. I love Bill Burr.
I saw him. I was watching something on Netflix. It was an older one, I think, and he just comes out right away. This is who I am. Fuck it. It
Yeah.
might have been at Carnegie Hall. I may be. Is that one?
Before you watch anything else, Jack, the Severance show.
Yeah,
Plus.
I'm going to
That's-
start watching it.
Oh, I
Like-
thought you started.
No, I'm waiting till after For All Mankind.
Oh,
Because I've been rewatching Boardwalk Empire.
I saw you text that. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I also thought, the interesting thing about getting out of one of those traps is that both sides have to come together.
Right.
So it's kind of like an interesting idea about like the two
Ooh.
sides coming together in
Trippy,
order
man.
to like release the So I don't know if that, but it's cool little thing to give out as far as an item. Oh shit, Nick's trapped now.
Oh no. Yeah, apparently I actually found like someone never ever throw anything away at Comic-Con because it's worth money. And I found this as well as the ID card because like they had an experience, like a severance experience at the Hard Rock Hotel in San Diego this year. So here's the key card for the show, people, if you can see it. And then here's the finger.
So you're
But
saying I
you
should
also-
start saving my toilet paper? Never throw anything away?
Just I mean, well, you can throw that away.
What about those panties that are hanging back there on your like? Where did those come from? On your shelf, you have like some panties. Did you get those from Comic-Con too?
No, I just wear those around the house.
Oh, okay.
So apparently they got a book, like an instruction book, as well as this and the badge. And there's one other thing, and like it's going for like $60 to $80 right now on eBay, just for these little knickknacks. Yeah,
because it says Comic-Con, right?
No, they don't say Comic-Con. It's just because it's the severance. And what are the odds of you ever getting a Lumen badge ever anywhere else? So it's just one of those.
So
rare
you're selling
things.
it. So are you saving it or selling it?
I save everything. Like I looked up every now and then I'll just look up on eBay things I bought at Comic-Con like a decade ago. I bought a Revenge of the Jedi Death Star. It's it's a Hasbro exclusive, and it's just it's only about that thick, but it's a big round disc.
Jay didn't fight you for it?
I'm not sure if Jay got it or not because I remember him saying it was probably too big for him to get home at the time. But I paid $120 for it in 2011. I've looked up 3 of them in the last week on eBay, and they're all over $3,000.
If Jay didn't get it, can you please just send him a message?
Yeah, look at this fucker.
Hey, toy man.
I mean, he knows though. Like, I mean, that's where the money's at. If you can get those exclusives and then hold on to them, they don't ever hurt them. They're worth a lot.
They retain their value sometimes more than stocks.
Yeah, it's just like Legos.
Just like Legos. Some more than others. You just never know.
Well, it's the old saying. It's only valuable to if people want it.
If people want it, yeah, exactly.
If nobody wanted gold, nobody would care. No one would kill for it, right?
Right.
Of course, we kill for anything now.
I think the aliens are still going to need that gold, so that's why they have us harvest it for them. So
and the collectability of those, like that lanyard, though, is actually really interesting. You think about it, like because have you seen any merchandise whatsoever for Severance?
No, this was the first time I think.
Right.
Ever.
Mm-hmm. It's literally like the only thing that's out there.
And
it's cool.
It's a good show, Jack. I think you'll really enjoy it. So
yeah, Jim Watari was telling me about Cindy and I about it, and Cindy was like, "Oh, maybe I'll watch it." So that's another reason why I'm kind of stalling. Because I know if I start it, I'll say, "Hey, do you want to watch it?" I'm watching Grey's Anatomy for the 90th time.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. I mean,
wow.
Show's so stupid. Anyway,
I think the only thing with Severance for me was that it did move a little slow, so it was kind of like a little. It has a cold, sterile feeling, which can kind of be a little hard to penetrate that first shell.
That's what she said.
But once you get to the inner goo,
mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to make it not gross now.
Jim Watari in the chat.
Jim says, "I'll love it," but he already does love it. Jim, you already do love it. Oh, and he said you'll love it. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't read the second line there, Jim. Have you made it less disgusting? What you were saying?
Oh, just penetrate that outer shell. You're gonna get to that really good center. That's when all the things start firing.
Sherry says Severance was slow but ended really well. Did you ever stick with For All Mankind, Sherry? Did you give up on it?
Stop pressuring her, Jack.
What if it was just called All Kind? Or All Kind? Would that be a different thing for people? Is that a turnoff? If you say all For All Mankind, it's kind of sexist. Would you agree, Matt?
I have no opinion on this.
Really? So if you have no opinion, you're probably saying I'm just being crazy. It's not sexist.
We're all humankind.
I was really not paying attention to anything you were saying for the past.
Is there anything else? Because I know Chris, we're about ready to lose Chris. I can see he's fading.
He's fading fast.
He's fading fast. And I only have one question, and not that anyone would know this. when is the new iPhone coming out?
It's a good question.
I just want to know.
Curious too. It's always in the fall, but there's always people that are dicks at the Apple Store and they don't want to tell you.
Yeah. Fuck you. I don't know. Leave me the fuck alone. But here, give me a 5-star on customer service.
And
Okay, 5 stars.
Jack, do you remember when you used to make T-shirts and try to sell them?
Yeah.
Maybe that you should make one that says, "When's the new iPhone coming out?" And then
It's the job of the producer.
And on the backside it says, "I don't know and I don't fucking care."
Yeah. We could have the first lady maybe wear it on a jacket.
Yeah.
And that could be the new Apple uniform. What do you think? Instead of the stupid blue shirts with the Apple and I'm here, they could wear something like that, right? For anyone that works for Apple, Sherry has it.
Chris is just like, would we please just move off this fucking
It's on
topic?
hold.
It's like me talking about paper.
Chris is like, God damn, I need a cigarette, fucking asshole.
Man, I can't tell last time I had a cigarette. That's
That's great though. I mean,
few
like,
years.
I feel like
It's
it's
outstanding.
feels
you
like
crave it?
do I crave a cigarette?
Yeah.
No.
only while watching Peaky Blinders, right?
Only
Yeah, I mean,
only
why-
gentle
he
Ben.
buys
He
me
craves
smoke, but-
gentle Ben.
No, after he's done. No, he craves a cigarette after he's done with Gentleman.
So I will say, a couple of times I've gone out to like a bar or to watch a concert or whatever, and you have a bunch of beers, and that's when I want to smoke or vape. I want to go outside and have a vape because
Vape
I
that
actually
pot, right?
What's that?
Vaping that pot, that marijuana.
No. Not I don't do that like I did on the show when you guys saw me at the show. Although funny, for like 2.5 years, you thought I was vaping marijuana. I was actually not.
Didn't we all think that?
I thought that.
Yeah, we had.
I go, how's he still standing? I'd be sitting there going,
I think part of me knew. I think part of me knew that you were not because I've been around people that vape weed and it doesn't come out in huge plumes like that.
Yeah, I was a goddamn steam machine down
there. Right.
So
steam machine.
You can practically like use a weed vape thing and just like, did somebody fart weed? Because I don't know who did it. Like we.
I have a weed vape pen, but I don't use it a whole lot. But when I'm drinking or whatever, like having the nicotine vape I miss that a lot. Like I went to
I would imagine that you
cover band the other night, and I would have loved to have had it.
Yeah, I would imagine like just having it would be like a whoopee. It's like, well, I'm not smoking pot and I'm not vaping, but I've got this. So I don't know.
Exactly.
Not that you need a whoopee because you're a man. You're a fucking man, and you've done it, dude.
For all you youngins out there, do not get the movie reference. That is from Mr. Mom, and it's a security blanket.
It's a whoopee.
It's a whoopee, yeah. 120, 121.
Whatever it took. Yeah, whatever works.
So Sherry says you talk about vaping marijuana once. I think we all thought you were vaping marijuana after you. Dude, that's fucking.
Even the viewers thought that.
I never knew that, and that blows my mind because if I was vaping marijuana all that time, I would have been absolutely
so fucking high. Like, but it would also explain why like
so fucking
really
interesting.
Quiet. Like sometimes you'll be really quiet. So then it would also explain that you'd be like, "Shit, I can't say anything now."
Well, no. I used to mute myself all, and I still do. I just had a couple of sunflower seeds. I muted myself, but when I used to vape, I would mute myself so you wouldn't hear the fucking thing going off.
Oh.
And I'd forget to unmute myself, and I'd sit there talking to myself and shaking my head because you guys can't hear me.
I think it's time for the
everyone's thought Chris was a pothead.
John the retired guy said Kim and I both thought.
Wow, so many people.
Wow,
this
you guys must have thought I was like Cheech and Chong, for crying out loud. I kept waiting for you. An inappropriate amount of marijuana.
I kept waiting for you to think that you were driving a pot car.
Okay, I just want to clarify one other rumor that is like on the podcast and whatever.
Hard hat.
At whatever edibles I may or may not have had at Raleigh, I don't think that they were like that much more potent or powerful than what other people brought. But apparently it's been alluded to that I'm like doing the hard shit somehow. The truth is that I'm actually just high all the time, so I don't really have like an off. No, I'm just joking. But seriously
crack
though, I
cocaine,
was
right?
not like I didn't have some hard ass
Well, who said that?
marijuana. I think Dan started this rumor, and
Oh,
thanks Dan for making me
can't
sound
trust
like
a serial killer.
I know, but that's how
I mean,
they
They're
spread their
manipulative.
lies.
That's you know,
So-
we've all seen
I mean, it's just
that
a matter.
show.
It's just a matter of time before he gets caught, Matt, because Lake Mead is draining fast, and they're
So
discovering
fast.
bodies right and left out of that thing.
Yeah,
So
it's they're solving a lot of
Dan's,
cold cases.
Dan's over there peeing in it, trying to fill it back up.
heck yeah.
He's driving out there right now as we
He's,
speak.
please rain, please rain.
Um,
Where did I put those 80 bodies? I can't remember. Fuck. He needs a body locator. Bodies that you kill, you put an Apple tag on them, right?
Oh, I actually had
that
an
way you can
idea
find
for an app. So maybe I'll invest in that and just make that happen. But I have this idea for an app. I don't want to say it. It's a 3-part app, and I can tell you the third part of the second part. Sorry, it's an Office reference that Jack clearly doesn't get. Okay.
I'm sorry, I was watching the Padre game.
Exactly. I'm pitching comedy gold here to you. You got nothing. All right, how do you close out this show? Isn't there something?
No,
to do, or
what's
like
the fucking app?
No, he doesn't want
What?
to say because people
No.
steal his idea.
Yeah, I don't want anybody. It's a golden idea. I've been sitting on this.
So it's something you sit on.
It's something you sit on, and it's an app.
Got it.
It moves you around on a. Okay, we got it. Close.
I saw something funny on it was either Twitter or Facebook.
So
today.
it's
See,
not-
this
it's-
is why I
it's
took
something
you.
you sit
This is
on,
why I was the
and-
producer.
Wait,
something.
So they'd already invented that though. You talking about the lazy Susan that you put your dick through and you spin it around? Yeah, they already made those. Yeah.
Lazy Susan?
You've never heard of Lazy Susan?
Not that you put my dick in. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, now they're changing to Lazy Ben.
Yeah, lazy.
Oh, that's offensive.
Well, that's offensive. It's not sexist and Lazy Susan. Okay, what guy came up with that term? We're gonna call this a lazy fucking Susan.
Because my wife is so fucking lazy.
Lazy. Yeah, she's in the
It was
kitchen.
probably somebody like at the dinner table one night. His wife is named Susan, and she just didn't
Right.
want to fucking hand him
over
the last hot
yeah,
dog,
food.
right? And so she's like, my fucking lazy wife Susan wouldn't fucking reach over and hand it to me. So I'm making this device. So all she's got to do is spin it around. Then I can get my hot dog.
The old reach around. That's what the lazy Susan was. So
Lazy Susan. No, do it yourself. No, she would go, do it yourself.
okay,
I'm Lazy Susan.
Lazy Susan name origin.
Hang on a second. There's got to be a reason for the name.
yeah, I hope there's a really good picture that you can share with us with a lunchbox and a bear being mauled by a child. I mean, we just stumble across this stuff.
The
There's
bear's
no
like, are you
planning.
through yet?
I mean, if we did plan it,
Fucking
We
Thomas Jefferson invented the lazy Susan?
oh fuck, that was named
Wait,
after a slave.
It was. Oh my god.
Are you fucking
Thanks.
kidding me right now? Who's Susan?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Wild.
Susan. Oh, that was the code name for Abigail Adams.
It was really his
Lazy
porn wheel.
Susan.
That's what it was. It was
Yeah.
his porn wheel.
Yeah.
So Susan didn't have to do anything. It was just he spun her around.
He's so
Yeah,
fucking.
he
Well, come in here. See, sit down
there's
and
a-
let me
Wait.
just take a look at you.
Thomas
Susan.
Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson is Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, exactly. He's as old. He's like
Susan.
Come in here, sit down and have a spin for me.
Why are you so lazy?
Fucking Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, he sounds like Jimmy Stewart. I'm positive, 100%.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, lazy Susan!
I think we got the title for this episode. Lazy Susan.
Oh. And now we can end the show, right, Jack? That's what you
Yes, yes,
well,
Jack.
I just-
who are we
I-
thanking? We gotta thank our patrons.
Wait.
Jack.
I saw something. It was a meme or whatever. It says,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
tell you how tough when I was a kid. You know, push-ups. You guys all seen a push-up, right?
Oh yeah.
We used to eat ice cream out of a toilet paper roll. I never thought about that.
Oh.
I go. You know, it is a toilet paper roll.
Yeah,
It is a
you're
toilet
right.
paper,
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
Totally
loves the orange sherbet. It's great.
Yeah.
The orange sherbet ones are awesome.
My grandkids love push-ups. But anyway, do we have any emails, Nick?
No.
No. Randy.
Disappointed. Yeah.
Randy. All right, Randy.
Couldn't think of a dad joke, huh?
Randy, timeout. Go take a timeout. But this show would not be possible without Matt joining us every now and then. Let's give a big hand to Matt.
You don't have to clap for me. But I just enjoyed joining you, gentlemen. Thanks for having me. Apart, reach out and touch someone.
We all had you you were like Ben to us.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Hey, that's what they call them, gentlemen. There you go. God, that lunchbox. We should buy that lunchbox.
Somebody needs to share that image on Facebook because that is just too.
Hey, Chris, you sent us that thing from TikTok about what's his name?
Lots of shit from TikTok.
No,
yeah.
The
Oh
older
no,
guy,
I know. Grieco.
Richard Grieco.
Oh my Christ!
Was that real?
Yes.
Holy shit!
That was
Yes.
crazy.
So
That
what
was nuts.
Jack is referring to, I came across like a reverse like time lapse of Richard Grieco from today, or at least recently, to back when he was like the steamiest motherfucker on the planet, because he was a handsome dude. I showed my wife that video, and she's like, "What the fuck is this?" She's like, "Oh, it's Richard Grieco. He was so hot." For Christ's sake, he was a damn good looking man.
He was.
He looks like a piece of shit today.
Yeah,
like I think,
and we don't know him.
No,
He'd be the nicest guy.
We pretended that we knew him back in like season 1 of the show, but
I think I know why he never.
We're on
joined
season
us,
20 now.
He probably
He
listened.
he looks fucking awful. Like I think it was a mugshot.
Yeah,
he looks like he aged 150 years. Drugs are a crazy thing.
Yeah. So, Richard, stop doing it. But anyway, this show could not be possible without the page.
Richard Grieco.
Without Richard Grieco and Lazy Susan and, like Randy said, Lazy Abigail.
Thomas Jefferson.
I can't believe Thomas Jefferson invented that.
Crazy.
Because your images of him, what he was doing with that Lazy Susan, I think Nick said it best, and maybe Matt mentioned it too. Probably what he was doing with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
would you just finish the goddamn show?
All right, Jimmy. So anyway, if you want to become a patron, go to janejack.com. There's a button on there that says "Become a Patron." We're still looking for our first million. Oh my god.
That could be a picture of him
first.
using a Lazy Susan.
Is that where he got his penis chopped off or something? What the fuck? My penis!
Lazy Susan.
His nose. It's his nose. Something happened to his nose.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Going to hell.
Twirling around. Anyway, Richard, things. Fuck. That's my train of thought. See, you can't interrupt people when they're trying to finish the show.
Grieco's got that power, though.
I think we can go another 20 minutes just
But
talking.
hey,
do you have
we're
names?
still looking.
Do you have names for the patrons?
I don't have names for the patrons. That's a lame segment. Did you see that someone won $1.3 billion?
Yeah.
They
One
only
of
got
our
400
patrons?
million, though.
No, and they, you know what they ended up with after taxes?
It's 400 million. Over
447 million. Now you're like going, holy shit! The government took over 750 million. I mean, he's still getting 400.
Dude, he's getting $500 million. That's
it's still a lot of money. But at one point you had 1.3 billion.
Yeah.
And the government said, you know what? We're going to take some of this, and we don't know what we're going to do with it. We're just going to take it. We're going to take it. We're going to piss it on some stupid project.
That's where the Black Ops stuff goes, man.
Well, it's like Nancy Pelosi's security just for her Taiwan visit was $90 million. You're just like, what the fuck?
Hey, Nancy, I know you're old. I know you're old, man. I'm not trying to be sexist here, but they have this new thing called Zoom. You can literally talk to anyone around the world and not spend $90 million. You could take that money. Hey, there's a big homeless problem in this country. Would we all agree? Take that $90 million and feed people and get people off the street, get them clean, get them off drugs. Anyway, I would say that no matter who, I hate those trips.
I'm pretty sure
those
she
trips
went
should be
there.
illegal.
She went there because she was trying to find these deleted text messages that just seemed to be like disappeared. She was like, "I'm going to the source. I know they're here somewhere in Taiwan." So
Maybe she left because her husband also had drugs in his system when he got pulled over.
I heard it was because she had insider trading info about computer chips that
probably yeah.
Did you
Being
guys hear?
probably.
I know not to extend this any further than it needs to be, but did you hear about fucking Alex Jones's cell phone today?
Oh yeah, he got like his team accidentally leaked it to the prosecution or something.
Dude, his defense lawyer gave a full essentially a digital copy of all the content that was on his phone by accident.
Ever.
Wow.
By accident. So the prosecution or the defense team has it. It was just subpoenaed by the January 6th committee.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
you're gonna find Alex.
I just have to say
somewhere.
one thing about that piece of shit.
It wasn't an accident.
Is that I remember podcasting.
I'm with Jack on that. But that's wild, and you're gonna find Alex Jones in a fucking ditch. Like something bad's gonna happen.
He probably hang himself.
I remember having to podcast with Jack, like the day of Sandy Hook, and that it was just like we just didn't even know where to begin.
No, it was
it was just so
and
hard.
for this piece of shit. I put on Twitter today. It doesn't matter what political side of the aisle you're on. We all have to wonder how this guy sleeps at night.
Oh.
What he did to, I mean, he's let's face it, he's a crazy fucking asshole. What he did to these parents and the family members and the siblings of something where these kids just got slaughtered by someone who should have never had a gun ever.
Yeah.
And
it's just
for him to do what he did, I'm like going, and the problem is now he's filing bankrupt. He's hiding all his money.
Oh, sure.
But he's never going to pay. It's like OJ; he'll never pay a dime.
Though.
Yeah. Good luck hiding it on that.
I hadn't heard that, but that's
yeah.
But no, to turn around. I mean, you and I had just a hard time just going on and talking about sports. Like after that, and it was just like where to begin. So, or The Walking Dead, or both. I don't remember at this point, but
I don't remember what it was, but I remember
and this guy made his living and money off of just spreading these like vicious fucking lies.
And people believed it.
They still do.
I'm going, come on, how do you?
They still
how do you do this to fucking people?
Yeah.
What would be the point? And then Sherry asked, we did talk a little bit about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yeah, I think I just made my joke. Could have been privately about how like we no longer can call going to the bathroom number one, number two. We call it need to go R. Kelly and
we did. I thought I was here for that.
Yeah. I said Amber Heard should have maybe instead of looking businesslike should have made because there were guys on the jury. I was being sexist, but I said if I was a lawyer, that's what I would. My job is to get you. Well, I don't want to say that. My job is to get you to win.
Any worse than what you just
My
said.
job is to get you. My job is to get you.
Get you, yeah.
Jack. The
No,
sexist.
I'm saying as being honest. I'm just saying
I
that's
know,
what
but
I
that's
would have
your-
done
that's
because
your
the
SNL
business like
character
it. And that's when my wife said, "I don't think she's very pretty," and I went, "Oh,
Nah, she's pretty.
Yeah.
But have you heard of the patrons and their fucking names? Because
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yes, and we thank 5 patrons at this time. Tack from Paris, Eckhart Rickner, Glaffelder, Joanne with the plan. Are you watching For All Humankind?
Joanne, let us know about For All Mankind.
Ed the Creepy Letter Carrier and Matt Carrier and Maggie the Magnificent. Thanks for Matt for the surprise visit. Oh my gosh.
Good to see you, bud.
What a treat that was for some people. And for us too.
Blah, blah, blah. It was a great show, though. Admit it.
It was 1 in a million.
You could.
Hey, if we keep going too much longer, it's going to be your birthday, and then we're going to have to sing happy birthday. So,
Oh, also, we'll have to do a commercial break if we don't end within like 20 seconds.
Cool.
That's all we got.
Deuces.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
hard right.
Oh, I got to end it.
Bye.
Yeah, you guys still got to click.